All right, we're live on YouTube. Welcome everybody to the Full Stack Developer podcast / event / Facebook Live / welcome. So this is an event that I run every single Monday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And depending on my schedule, I might be on here for 20 minutes, I might be here on for 30 minutes, or I might be here on for the full hour. But pretty much I have scheduled out an hour every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, to go live on YouTube and on Facebook and go ahead and talk to you guys. So right now, if you're watching this, make sure you join our Facebook group if you have not joined it already, because I go live there first before I go live here on YouTube. And we kind of do a little bit of a what is it called? Pre-game or pre, you know what I mean? Like we start getting ready for the YouTubes over here on Facebook. So if you want to know that conversation that's happening on before we go live on YouTube, make sure you join over to the actual Facebook group, and you can go ahead and join the Facebook group by going into Facebook and simply typing in the Full Stack Developer and then ask to join the group. Again, the Full Stack Developer, type that into Facebook, and then you'll be able to join in the actual Facebook group, and then then you'll be able to see the live events once they happen. Because I go live first on Facebook before I go live here on the YouTube. And you can also go to the-full-stack-developer.com, and then that'll redirect you over to the Facebook group. And I'll go ahead and post that below in the comments. So let me head over to YouTube real quick and post that real quick. So here it is. That's one of the comments to the actual live stream. So anybody that's watching this that wants to join, get that link for you guys so you guys can join the Facebook group, because the Facebook group, we're there all week. So I don't do it live every single day, but FB group, but we're there every week. So if you have a question like on Monday or whatever, on Tuesday, you can actually go ahead and join over to the Facebook group, and then we can go ahead and chat there. Okay, we're gonna come back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this and paste it on the chat for the YouTubes. So if you're watching this later as the recording or the video, again, just head over to Facebook and type in the Full Stack Developer, and I'll go ahead and send you over there. Okay, all right, guys. So we're gonna get to the main topic here. We have a comment on Facebook. In case we know only JavaScript basic, what do you recommend to learn step by step after JavaScript? What you suggest first to learn? So Mohammed is asking, in case you only know JavaScript basics. So if you only know the JavaScript basics, so this is the program fundamentals. So these are things like control structures, control flow, repeating statements, functions, like recursive calls. Like if you just know like the basics, I would say that's kind of like the basics. And so you would start off like the programming fundamentals. Okay, so you just have to know that. I'm guessing that you do know that. And then next up to that is object-oriented programming. So this is being able to use classes, interfaces, all that fun jazz. So if you know that much, then the next one after that is going to be algorithms and data structures. So these are actually going out there and learning about bubble sort, different types of algorithm, binary, all of those fun algorithms. And then after that, you want to go probably do like some sort of discrete math. So discrete structures, you want to go ahead and look into that. Then after that, you want to probably do some low-level stuff, so like C or C++, and then even machine code. Then after that, I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. But ultimately, like, I don't know why you're asking this question, but the question you're probably asking here is, what do you do once you learn the basics? Well, what's next? What's the next path after learning the basics? More than likely, you want to get paid. And I talked about this extensively in bunch of different calls. If you've been here on a Facebook Live or on a YouTube Live, more than likely you already are aware that that's like the number one thing that I promote for everybody else out there, is to get started getting paid for your efforts, because that's the only way you're going to be able to sustain enough stamina for you to be able to keep going and keep learning and keep investing and keep buying books and keep doing all the things that you're doing, is if you are constantly investing in yourself. So that's the first thing that I like to tell everybody, is that as soon as you got the programming fundamentals down, as soon as you can write some sort of program, you can go ahead and start looking for work. Now, this work that you're going to be finding, it's not going to be the most amazing work. It's not going to be the most fun thing. It's not going to be like, oh my God, this is the best job in the world. No, it's going to be awful. It's going to be dreadful. You're going to suck. People are going to complain. And, it is what it is. You are a new person. You have to go out there and make the effort to get better. And the only way you can get better is if you invest back into yourself, and the way you can invest back to yourself is if you start earning money by actually doing the thing. So the example I like to give is, if you wanted to learn how to sing, or if you wanted to learn how to act, or if you wanted to learn how to write, you would want to start singing a song as fast as possible. You want to get that feedback from the people that are going to be enjoying the things you're going to be creating, the songs you're going to be writing, whatever it might be. And the fastest way for you to do that is if you actually get paid for it. So that's the number one reason I would go ahead and recommend you to do, is once you actually get the fundamentals down, then go ahead and start digging into how you can actually start getting paid based on those skills. But yeah, if you want to know like the actual path, like there's a bunch of resources for that. But I don't think you're asking about that. You're asking specifically, what do you do? And I just told you. All right, guys. I don't want to get sidetracked. Focus. We're gonna focus. We're gonna focus down. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe, you click the little bell, you double tap the like button, and leave me a comment below. If you're watching this on Facebook Live, double tap that heart, give me a comment. I want to go ahead and get some feedback from you guys. So we got a question here. Hey, Rick, greetings of the day. I want to know how JavaScript is dying, as many of our projects in my company are still relying on the language and its development like Angular and Node. So can you please tell me more about this? Vapu Bakrak is writing out that question. A good question, really good question. And this is something that I have to think about for my day-to-day work. And that one thing that I have to be thinking about is the death of projects. So projects do die. So most people don't like to think about it that way, but projects do die, and people do move on, and life does go on. Like it's come on, guys, this is the life. What is that called? The circle of life. There we go. And most people don't like to think about that specific topic, because you like to think that you're never going to die. You like to think that you are indestructible. The Angular 1 is never going to go out of date. The Angular 4 is never going to get an upgrade. You like to think these things, right? You want to believe these things. But in reality, it's going to die. I'm going to die. You're going to die. We're all going to die. Projects are going to die. Things are going to move on. Life is going to go on. And you have to start thinking about those things. So the way that I want to go ahead and let you think about this is, if you are currently working with JavaScript, or if you're currently working with some sort of framework, or currently you're constraining your project to a specific version, just be aware of it. That's all that I'm asking of. Just be like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and rely on on Node 6, and we know this is gonna be good probably for about 2.5 years. Then after that, we have to kind of rethink things. So when you're starting out your project, think about it that way. Okay, so we're gonna rely on Node. Good. It's going to be good for 2.5 years. Good. So let's go ahead and start thinking about now, 2.5 years in the future, what we're actually going to do to either migrate off Node or upgrade Node to a new version. And if it's going to be upgrading Node to a new version, making sure that we have enough resources and time for you to be able to actually migrate off to that newer version. That's all that I'm asking of, is that you actually take some time and take a little bit of consideration and think about, what's actually going to happen 2 years in the future, 10 years in the future, 20 years in the future. Because if you're doing your job, I want you to be building things that are going to be lasting 10, 20, 30 years. And, things that last that long, more than likely you're not going to be with that company. More than likely you're not going to be involved in that project. So you want to make sure that you document and you create a sort of a migration path for the person that are going to be coming after you, for them to be able to manage and be able to effectively navigate the path of the migration to the next thing, whatever the next thing might be. Now you must be saying, well, Rick, how can I know what the next thing is? Like, how can I go ahead and actually anticipate the future? So one of the best ways to anticipate the future is if you create it. Now, most of us are not going to be out there creating the future. Most of us are going to be implementing some sort of thing. But the idea that I want to give you here is that you should have some sort of plan. I'm not saying it's going to be the plan. I'm not saying like this is the plan. Step 1, step 2, step 3. No. I'm just saying you need to be thinking about a plan. It doesn't have to be the plan. It just has to be a plan, okay? If you understand of a plan that's going to be there, it's not going to be the plan, Okay, hopefully that makes sense. You got to make sure that you have some sort of a plan in place for you to be able to migrate off to a different technology stack. And even though you might not end up being there, that the persons that are going to be there are not completely lost or scrambling for resources to make that a reality. Now, most of the projects that I'm now working on, like I added if you guys got my email, I started adding in a death section. Obviously, I'm not calling it a death section. If you guys want to know what the actual title is for it, send me a message. I'll let you know. But it's pretty much a section of the reports that I write for my clients where I actually go ahead and talk about what's going to happen next, what's going to happen in 10 years, what's going to happen in 15 years, or what kind of people are going to need in order for something like this to keep existing. And, you know, that's a new part that I added in because I feel like it's something that's needed. And the reason why I say it's needed is because a lot of the work that I'm currently now doing involves a lot of projects that are, well, kind of old, and nobody took the time and consideration to figure out, you know, what's going to happen in 2017 when the apples were in 2007. What's going to happen, guys? So now we're in 2017. I'm coming in there and I'm like, well, did you guys think about a migration path? Did you guys think about the cost? Did you guys think about like going off to a different language? Did you guys think about a different platform? Was this any of this thought back in 2007? And everybody's like, no, we didn't think about this. We thought life was going to remain the same. We thought everything was going to continue. We thought everybody's going to be doing the same thing, and it's not that way in any way. So I've been thinking about this a lot, and that's kind of like what the Facebook and YouTube live events about today. Okay, so we have a question here from Janice Jenks Edmonds. As a newbie in a boot camp to get better, what is a good resource to keep with what's coming, what's next, and what's current, like new sites and publications? As a newbie in a coding boot camp to get better, what is a good resource to keep in a boot camp to get? As a newbie in a boot camp to get better. So are you in a boot camp that helps you get better? Or are you in a coding boot camp? Okay, so step number one, guys. Clear, concise questions. Okay, communication is key. This right here, whatever this question is, it's not clear. I don't understand that question. Are you in a boot camp to help you get good, or in a boot camp to get better? Like, I know you must be saying probably coding boot camp, but there we go, coding boot camp. I was learning on my own beforehand. So are you currently in the boot camp, or are you done with the boot camp, or what's up? Janice. Okay, so let me come back over here. You have a couple more people that wants to go ahead and jump on the Facebook group. Currently in it. Okay. So Janice is currently in the boot camp and she's trying to figure out, but looking for what's to keep up with technology. Okay, so Janice, do you really want to know the answer, or do you want me just to BS? Like, do you really want to know the answer? Tell me, do you want to really know the answer? Double tap the heart and say yes if you really want to know the answer. Ways, with technology ways. Like most people don't want to hear the truth, so you know, because the truth hurts. Like, you know, people don't want, you know. Oh, it's too funny. Oh, by the way, Janice is I'm pretty sure that's how you say Janice. Hey, Ricardo, what's up, man? Welcome to the call. Happy to have you here. We're talking to Janice. He is currently, or she is currently, Janice, I think you might be boy, girl. My feelings don't get hurt that easy. Oh, Jinx. That's what my friends call me. Well, Jinx, happy to meet you. Hey, Ricardo. Okay, so Jinx, she's a girl. She's going to a boot camp. She's trying to figure out how to stay up to date with tech. So I'm going to tell you the easy answer. And the easy answer is to listen to podcasts. Listen to calls like this one. You know, be part of the community. That's the easiest way for you to be able to stay up to date and current with things happening. So if you want to just like stay up to date with things that are currently in place in the field is to listen to people that are currently working in the field. And number two is to get, I don't know if you're currently working as a developer. Are you currently working as a developer, or are you still going through the boot camp? Are you wanting to jump into that area, or what's up? I'm on the same boat. Get on the boat, man. Get on the boat. I'm on the same boat. We're all in the same boat. We're all in this boat called life. No, you don't. Yeah. So, Jinx, once you actually start working professionally, you will have that issue will go away. Okay, that issue will completely go away of like, how do you stay relevant? How do you stay up to date? Is that issue will completely go away once you actually start working in the actual position. So once you actually land one of these jobs, whether that be a software engineer, software architect, software analyst, whatever might be your title, once you actually land one of these positions, you won't have that problem anymore, because you're going to be involved with a project, and that project is going to be constantly on the move. It's going to be like an animal that's constantly running, and you're constantly going to be chasing it. So that problem completely goes away. But in the meantime, while you're going through the coding boot camp, is that you want to go ahead and jump into podcasts. You want to listen to podcasts. Some of the good ones that I like is devchat.tv. You can go and check them out. I also go ahead and like Coder Radio. I used to listen to that when I was a lot younger. I'm not sure how good it is nowadays, but it was good enough that give you, like app development, that type of thing. So if you wanted to stay up to date, do that. But I would suggest you to actually stay, because you wanted the truth. So I'm going to give you the truth here, Jinx. So you wanted the truth, and the truth is that you probably want to stay away from all that get up to date type of stuff. You want to go ahead and just double down with the current boot camp you're in. All the up to date stuff that will come once you actually get the job. Once you actually get the job, then it's pretty sweet, because then your company will go ahead and send you off to training. Your company will go ahead and send you off to different events. Your company will go ahead and send you off to a bunch of different stuff. So you'll have like a technology stack, whether that be Java, Ruby, whatever it might be. And then that's where you'll pretty much focus all your time, and all that problem just goes away. So hopefully did that answer your question? Drop me a double tap with hearts if that did. Ricky Ricardo said, laughing out loud. Yeah, man, we're all in this thing called life, and we're all traveling life. So, and we're all gonna die. That's the episode title for this one, The Death of JavaScript. So yeah, I got a question here on my email, and the question is, Rick, all of our projects are using JavaScript, and what the hell do we do? Jinx replied, yes, it did, and it wasn't that hard to hear. Well, I gave you the soft answer. That was actually the soft answer. If you really want to know the hard answer, I don't know if you want to hear the hard answer. The hard answer is real, but I don't think you're there yet. Once you actually work professionally for like 5 or 10 years, I'll tell you the hard answer. The hard answer is pretty painful. But for now, just focus on the coding bootcamp. You'll be fine. Okay, so what happens? Sorry, guys. I don't want to get distracted too much here. What time is it? 9:57. We got 3 minutes left. We're 3 minutes live. 3 more minutes on this live call. So if you have a question for me, make sure that you go ahead and ask it right now, or wait for next week, or head over to the link that I posted on the comments, which is it's not there. Why isn't it there? codewithintent.com/question. You can go and ask your question there, and I'll answer it next week on the next live event call. Yes. So if you are watching this as a replay, make sure you drop in the comments below your question at codewithintent.com/question, and then we'll go ahead and answer it on the next live call. But pretty much for today, we're pretty much done with this call, 9:57, and I'm going to be jumping off the call here pretty soon. And again, I do these every single Monday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I go ahead and help you guys out with whatever question you might have. And this one, we went ahead and talked about the death of JavaScript, how JavaScript's going to die, and how you should start being prepared for that, and how to get everybody on the same boat. So you guys are all aware of what's going to be happening in the future. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off this call now. It looks like we have 3 live viewers right now, and then we had like 4 or 5 on YouTube. So definitely a lot of people here. Make sure that if you found this useful, you guys go ahead and invite anybody that you think is going to be helpful in the group. Okay, I only want you to guys invite people that you want here. I don't want anybody in this group that doesn't want to be here. I don't want anybody in this group that doesn't think they belong here, because I will delete you from the group. Okay, if you're not a right fit, I will pull you out of the group. And I only want people here that I really want to see others succeed. I really only want people here that really are committed to see themselves as a full stack developer or are currently a full stack developer. We have a couple here in the group. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you guys next Monday. Stay safe. Have a long, productive week, and I'll talk to you guys soon.